The other day, IDW shared a cryptic message presented in a font strikingly similar to Sonic Frontiers. What really caught my attention was the part that read AI presence detected. Instantly, a lot of speculation took off. Many, including myself, began to wonder, could this mean the return of Sage? After all, we haven't seen her since the events of Frontiers, and her story left quite an impact. So today, I was going to make a theory video on the subject, but just hours before I began, IDW made it official. Sage is returning in issue 84 of the IDW Sonic run. This is huge, especially for fans of Sonic Frontiers. Personally, I found Sage and Eggman's storyline to be one of the most compelling parts of the game. Her presence brought out a new side of Eggman, something deeper, more human. And now, with the comics tackling events after Frontiers, we're poised to explore that dynamic even further. If you've been curious about the IDW Sonic comics, now is definitely the time to jump in. Sage's return has the potential to leave a major impact on the Sonic universe, and not even just within the confines of the IDW comics, but possibly even acting as a bridge to the sequel of Sonic Frontiers. Her presence opens the door to new character developments, deeper emotional arcs, and fresh narrative possibilities. We might even have some clarity as to which ending of Frontiers was canon. At the end of the base game, we witnessed Eggman grieving after Sage's self-sacrifice, and eventually he began to reconstruct her code, essentially bringing her back to life. His love and care for Sage was a rare display of vulnerability and emotion from the usually cold-hearted Doctor. Now, the big question I have in mind is, will the comic pick up directly after Frontiers or sometime later? Like Eggman, Sage underwent a powerful transformation throughout Frontiers. She started as a cold, antagonistic AI and became a selfless, empathetic ally. That transformation leads me to another question. Will Eggman reprogram her to eliminate those connections to Sonic and his friends, or will he preserve her growth, even if it softens his own image? In Frontiers, it seemed like Sage's compassion could be the catalyst that finally changes Eggman for the better. The father-daughter dynamic between them is one of the most fascinating relationships that the Sonic franchise has explored. Seeing it play out in the comics is not only exciting, but it could redefine how we view Eggman as a character going forward. And that brings me to the next point. Eggman has created countless machines over the years, many of which he values for their efficiency or loyalty, but very few that he truly cares about. Take Metal Sonic for example. Metal is always by his side, following whatever crazy scheme Eggman has cooked up to a T. And yet, despite this, Eggman has never treated Metal as anything more than a tool, a weapon designed to solely destroy Sonic. Sure, Eggman repairs him, maintains him, and even upgrades him, but there's no affection, no warmth. Metal is aware of this on some level. His AI may not be as advanced or emotive as Sage's, but he's far from oblivious. It raises an interesting possibility. If Sage becomes the recipient of Eggman's rare affection, could that stir resentment in Metal? Perhaps we will see jealousy simmering beneath his cold steel exterior. Then there's Belle, another creation tied to Eggman, though in a more complicated way. Built by Mr. Tinker, Eggman's gentler alter ego, Belle has long struggled with her identity. She may not see Eggman as her father anymore, and he certainly doesn't view her as a daughter, especially after reverting back to his original self. Still, the emotional scars linger. The idea that Eggman could show love and care towards Sage, something he truly never offered Belle, could spark all kinds of tension. Would Belle feel angry, abandoned, or even jealous? Or could this shared experience bring Sage and Belle together? Two daughters of Eggman, in a way, forging a bond over the complicated legacy that they both inherited. I'm genuinely excited to see what emotional, character-driven stories unfold from here. Bringing characters from the games into the comics gives us something incredibly valuable: time. Time to explore their personalities, their histories, and the emotional depth that the fast-paced nature of games often don't allow. A great example of this was Trip's return in Knuckles' 30th anniversary special. I already liked her in Sonic Superstars, but seeing her in the comic gave her room to breathe and gave us the ability to learn more about her. The extra characterization added layers to her that the game only hinted at, that, making her feel more real and emotionally grounded. That's exactly why I'm so excited for Sage's debut in the IDW series. With her story in Frontiers already being compelling, the comics have the potential to elevate it even further, deepening her connection to Eggman, expanding her inner conflict, and exploring how she fits into the wider Sonic universe. There's so much potential, and I can't wait to see where it leads. But let me know in the comments if you're excited for the return of Sage, check out the video here for more Sonic lore, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I'm wishing you all the best, take care, peace.